Don't watch that. Watch this.
Well, what do you mean by this? Oh, well, this is my channel. Welcome to it. And if you guys do really enjoy it, you can go in, you can click the share button. That really, really helps the algorithm. Go to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I don't even know what the crap that is. Reddit, all the stuff. So if you do love that, we also have a join button. You go in, you click the little join button. $4.99 a month. You get all the cool, awesome emojis. Now, enjoy the video. J.J. Abrams, what did you do? No, oh, no. JJ? JJ, seriously? What were you thinking? What in the actual, oh, no, we can't be festive. No, JJ. That's not even good enough. That is not good enough. Better, warmer. Maybe one more. Better. Much better. Thank you, JJ, for summoning Dark Side Mecha. Now, JJ Abrams, let's have a word, shall we? You irritated the wrong harpy. You woke up the dark side, didn't you? I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, your favorite YouTube harpy. And sometimes when I am enraged enough, I turn into Dark Side Mecha, and I have to rip some of these companies a new one because they deserve it. Oh yes, they deserve it. Especially people like little Mr. J.J. Abrams. Oh yes. This little man has decided to take everything that is Star Wars and turn it into a literal strobe light, nausea-inducing, unwatchable mess. Oh yes. If you like this for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, it probably goes on longer. If you like this, it goes quicker. If you like this, you will love this movie. I do not like this. Anytime something was on screen, like a Palpatine moment. Spoilers. Anytime Palpatine was on screen, I wanted to watch him. I could not look at the screen. It was that unpleasant to look at. I am not amused by this movie. Not one bit, JJ. You had 2 good moments in this entire film, all for naught. There's one moment where C-3PO says goodbye to R2, and then there's the little moment at the very, very end where Lando and Chewbacca fly in with the Millennium Falcon, and you get you get the music piping in, and it feels like Star Wars for about 30 seconds. And then back to the unending flashing and blinking and lights and feelings for people that we don't care about. And anybody we do care about, their journey was just for naught because little Mary Ray fucking Palpatine comes in and saves the universe. Oh yeah, they let the Palpatines win on this one. So you see why JJ summoned Dark Side Mecha on this one. Oh, and it's not Palpatine. It's not exactly Palpatine like we know it. No, he's not. He is a freaking Davros from Doctor Who Palpatine, not any Palpatine that we know. No, he's just zombie Palpatine sitting there in the Death Star that should have been completely destroyed. Oh, no. It's on one of the moons of Endor. Fine. I have to take a second. I took notes. I took notes on this one because it was so insufferable. It was so insufferable. First off, everything about this movie makes the last 6 films irrelevant. Everything. Anybody's character arc? No, it doesn't matter. Just chuck that one out the window while you're at. No, doesn't matter. Nothing that anybody else did mattered in this trilogy. That's one of the problems. That's one of the big problems we have here. Second, Rey just steals everything from Luke just for no reason. She just takes his name, his lightsaber, his X-Wing, goes back to his house, takes his house, goes and buries Luke and Leia's lightsaber on Tatooine. And, I'm going out of order here because that's what the movie felt like. It didn't even feel like it was in order. It was just scene, a bunch of random nonsensical crap strung together just to to try and manipulate you into feeling something for no reason. None of it's earned. None of it matters. None of it makes sense. But no, and she steals everything from Luke, and she even buries Luke and Leia's sabers because we get a video game cutscene flashback of Luke training Leia, which is so CGI and disgusting. It makes the EA games look photorealistic. It looks as good as a video game, and it feels like one. And that's another major problem with this movie. I was going to call it a video game. It feels like you are playing a David Cage video game where, you're just getting exposition, and a lot of it you can't cut, you can't skip, the really boring stuff. Luke Skywalker's appearance is the most boring thing on screen. I was there thinking, can I press A to skip this? Can I press X to advance? No, you can't even do that. You can't even advance the freaking cutscene. And then there's another part where it's like, okay, Rey, press A, smash the A button to get Rey up, to make Rey rise. People die and heal for no reason. People just drop dead out of the blue for nothing. Leia drops dead for no goddamn reason while Kylo Ren and Rey are having some battle. She's just like, oh, Ben. And I don't know if it was because she felt Ben was going to die because Rey stabbed Ben and then Leia dies, or she distracted him. I don't know. It was hard to pay attention to. It was terrible. Oh, it was so hard to even follow. And you're there going through this mess of God knows what. I don't even know what was going on half the damn time. Leia just drops dead all of a sudden, and then Rey comes out being the bestest thing ever.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
Rey. No. She comes in and heals him. See, this is why the Mandalorian episode last night was a little bit, oh, your baby. Oh, here's my baby. That's why this one came out last night, the Mandalorian. Go watch my review of that. I'm going to link that. Boop. Because they introduced these Force healing powers, and if they didn't put it in the Mandalorian last night, when everybody sees little Mary Ray Sue heal a giant worm monster and Kylo Ren and all kinds of crap, because she's better than freaking, the Brian, better than Brian. We'll do that because I don't know what's monetizable and not. And then if you get the reference, then you're one of my favorite viewers, and you're my kind of people if you get the reference. But no, so she can just magically heal people because she's little Mary Ray Sue. I forgot what I was ranting about. This is such a mess. It's such an incoherent mess. But yeah, Leia dies for nothing, for no reason, just out of the blue because, fuck her. She's just Princess Leia. Who cares about her anymore? Luke's a Force ghost. Luke's Force ghost steps out of flames on Ahch-To. Rey goes back to Ahch-To. We at least get Porgs. We at least get these stupid for one freaking second. For one split second. They gave Palpatine the win. They gave Palpatine the win. And Palpatine is now in charge of everything. The Skywalkers are dead. Little Mary Ray Palpatine steals everything. And the very end scene, it's just Rey going back to Tatooine because Leia had no connection there other than, being in a nice bikini there for a little bit in Jabba's palace. No connection to it. I mean, I guess they couldn't go to Alderaan or, they could have just buried her on Naboo. They could have gone to Naboo for both of them. Did they blow up Naboo? I don't remember if they did. Did they? I think they might have in Force Awakens because, J.J. Abrams... And of course, Rian Johnson, let the past die, kill it if you have to. Well, that's all this movie was just killing every little bit of the past to push forth this Reylo nightmare. Just a Reylo nightmare. Oh, and she kind of wishes that Luke and Leia were her parents, and then she takes the name Skywalker like it's hers to take, because in a flashback, Luke trained Leia in a video game cutscene, and then Rey balanced on a balance beam log somewhere in the woods for about a minute in this movie. And she also was crap. They hate pretty women in this series. Oh yeah, that's another one. Every time you see an attractive woman like Kelly Marie Tran, or even Daisy Ridley, or, Carrie Russell, any of these women. Well, Carrie Russell doesn't remove the mask for the whole 5 minutes she's in this movie. You see a little bit of her eyes. You do not see her face. Could be anybody in there. Could be any ethnic group, anybody. Doesn't have to be Carrie Russell. Could be some unknown nobody. No. So they cover her up. They make Rose Tico look heavy. They accentuate the shape of her face to make her, because the camera adds weight. It does. We know that. They have an agenda against pretty women. Every woman in this is not attractive on purpose just for representation, diversity. Yay! Because diversity, representation. See, this is why every little girl in this movie, every woman, every female character is ugly. Just so that the girls who go and see this don't feel bad. That's all it is. It's so that these little girls don't feel bad. And that's why they frump these attractive women up or hide them altogether. And I'm not okay with that. This movie is so bad. The holiday special is better. I am not kidding. I am not exaggerating. It's not a joke. I would rather watch the holiday special. Because at least the holiday special. Because at least the holiday special doesn't do this at you the entire every time, every 5 minutes. Just flash on screen. There's epilepsy warnings for this for good reason. I don't have epilepsy, and I was physically nauseated looking at this movie. And that is why the holiday special is better. Twilight is better. Twilight is better than this movie. I cannot stand the Twilight series. I think they are garbage. I can't stand Twilight at all. At all. Twilight is better than this. I'm not even kidding. Twilight is better because at least the rules in the Twilight universe make sense. No, they're bringing in rules from the Twilight universe. Oh, well, Rey could float, meaning everything else is just irrelevant. Oh, she can fall. Well, why doesn't she just float? She can freaking float. Oh, they can force teleport objects through the freaking Force. So why does any of this stuff matter if they can just teleport objects willy-nilly through the Force? Rey and Kylo have a lightsaber duel where they're teleporting each other into each other's environments because it's a bad video game. It's a bad video game you can't even skip the bad parts of. They can force teleport, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, and that Wayfinder, that Wayfinder, the Sith dagger. Oh, and that Sith dagger stole right out of the Goonies. I am not even kidding. Right there. They stole. That is what the Sith dagger does. Never mind the fact that they're using that to line up a downed Star Destroyer that's only been there 40 freaking years that might have, drifted, might have been, not the Star Destroyer, the Death Star. You make me so mad I forget names of things. It is a disjointed mess of scene to scene to scene to other thing where nothing matters, nothing connects. Nothing matters, nothing connects anywhere. It just happens. It just happens because it just happens. And with the powers that they introduce Rey having in this film, nothing is even of consequence if you actually stop to think of it. Because, Rey could just teleport anything with her mind. Why didn't she just... It's bad. It is so bad. It takes away... It turns Luke into a failure. It turns Anakin's arc into nothing and his redemption in Return of the Jedi. It takes everything away from established Star Wars. And they think this is good. And they think that this is going to make you feel things. Yeah, for like 30 seconds when C-3PO says goodbye to R2. No. Don't even get me started on that little Babu Frick thing that is supposed to be fixing C-3PO. Right? That little booger comes in and he's gonna fix 3PO and they need 3PO to translate this Sith language that's on the dagger or what. I don't care anymore. C-3PO says, oh wait, there's a way to do this without wiping my memory. Boop. Too late. They wiped his memory for nothing, and then I guess he gets it back towards the end or something. No, he doesn't even get to get it back, does he? They can't even give him that. One of the really terrible moments in this movie, I think is what really did it for me, is as much as I was not liking this, it was probably about halfway in when they're on that little, oh, they fly now, that little desert planet for reasons. Some stormtroopers follow them after I guess they all get sucked into quicksand because, I don't know, I don't care. Because reasons, because scene, because it was 30 seconds to show that Rey can heal a snake that's down there in some pit underneath quicksand. But so they think Chewbacca's captured because he's supposed to be looking out for stuff. Rey, meanwhile, grabs like the ship that Chewbacca's supposed to be captured on with the power of the Force. Yes, because she could just hold a ship there it's not even an orbit, it's just right there above the sand. And Kylo holds on to it with his little Force powers, and then them together, they blow it up. And you think for a good half an hour that Chewbacca's dead. Oh, no. Not until they have to go and find I can't remember. The Wayfinder, this is one of the two. You got two stupid ass things that they brought into this movie. Because JJ. Spoilers, Chewbacca's fine, which is when why we see him with Lando. This is why I'm telling you everything out of order, because nothing matters. None of these events matter. Who cares? Nobody dies of significance except Leia, who probably should have died in the last movie. But no, they're just gonna make her boop drop dead for no reason, just because. I have never been this angry watching anything since I had to watch Star Trek Discovery.
I like science.
Oh, no. JJ is also directly responsible for ruining Star Trek. And no, this movie didn't ruin my childhood. I had much more of an attachment to the original trilogy in my teens when I watched it a lot more than when I was a little kid. I had a better understanding of it in my teens as well. So no, it didn't ruin my childhood. It stole my toys. It broke all of our toys and said, no, these aren't for you anymore. These are for the people who like Rey and Kylo and want to see them make out and kiss and do whatever. And I guess he dies at the end too. I don't know. Like he dies, she heals him, he comes back, he dies again, she dies for a little bit. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. This is actually what happens in the movie. She dies a little bit for a while. He uses the power of the Force to heal her, bring her back, I guess, because they can't just leave it at this. They had to go and fuck up Babylon 5 references as well. Ooh, and that's what got me. That's the dark side coming out, is when you start messing up the Babylon 5 Marcus Ivanova story arcs, where, if you guys are familiar with that, there's a machine that they use I guess they were using for corporal punishment. It's been a while since I've seen that season, or the later Babylon 5, where they have this alien device where it transfers life. But see, it's an alien device. It's not the fucking Force. Oh, JJ. It's an alien device, right? You can hook it up, and because it's an alien device, you don't need to know how it works. You don't just take something and change how it works just because you're JJ. I got a dick for a nose, Abrams. Oh. So they steal that moment from Marcus and Ivanova, where Ivanova goes all in and she's like, I am death incarnate. I am the last living thing you will ever see. And she pretty much almost dies. It puts her on life support she's in critical condition. Marcus being the, you know what? Because they're ripping off the Babylon 5. We're gonna go. Yeah, put it right here. I don't have anything to attach it to, so we'll just put it right there on the cleavage. I live for the one, I die for the one, etc., etc. I know all the Babylon 5 references, the Korra's mother, the Korra's father. I got that reference here too. Because Marcus had to save Ivanova's life in Babylon 5 with this alien heal majig, which was actually romantic and actually an act of sacrifice and love. This feels like a cheap knockoff, ripoff for no reason to have this Force retcon that they can just transfer life to each other, because that's not how the Force works. JJ, do you understand me? That's not how the Force works. So, they gotta go and piss me off with the Babylon 5 stuff too. And I'm probably one of the few people who are going to get that. Somebody else mentioned that to me before I saw this, and I didn't believe it. And there's going to be a lot of stuff people are going to, no, that can't be true. That can't be true. Yes, it's true. Every word of it. Every word of it. Even to Rey taking the name Skywalker that she doesn't deserve because she's a goddamn Palpatine. Yeah, this movie was just a retcon of The Last Jedi mixed with appeasing the Reylos. They thought, oh gee, you're upset that Luke died. Oh, well, nothing's dead because the Force, blah, 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 blah. Rey can just call the power of every single Jedi before her. They're not really gone. They're just right here because she can hear them all because she's the bestest thing ever.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku. Fight the dark side from Tatooine to Naboo. Let go of everything that you fear to lose. Be the spark that lights the fire, and may the Force be with you.
JJ, you messed up, and you know you messed up. I'm going to be holding a live stream tonight to discuss this once more people have had a chance to see this giant dumpster fire. I am not happy. I am not entertained. I'm not amused. No, you did not destroy my childhood, but you broke something and it's not coming back. And you have the nerve to charge people $15 a ticket for this funeral. For this, it's not a funeral. It's a massacre. It's not even a funeral. You don't get time to mourn. Everything's just gunned down in front of you before your very eyes, destroyed thing by thing, while we're sitting there with the light flashing constantly, blinking, flashing, blinking, flashing, blinking, because JJ, it's like they're trying to hypnotize us. It's like they're trying to hypnotize the audience with this one. It's blatant. There's no other reason to have 45 minutes of this movie being flashing fucking lights. No reason. Anything I missed, I'll cover on the live stream tonight. My voice is going. I'm exhausted. I'll see you guys later. JJ, you're done. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!